mijn naam is Cynthia en ik wil heel graag mijn haren aan één kant blond en de andere kant zwart. Het is, zoals je kan zien, niet echt wat meer en qua kapsel maakt het me niet zo heel veel uit wat ermee gedaan wordt. Het mag een stuk korter, mag ook aan één kant iets korter, maar op zich mag er gedaan worden.
In principe heb ik vrije hand.
Ja.
Okay, Cynthia wants black and white colors. And she wants a total new hairstyle. She has a bit damaged hair on the top of her hair because all bleach broke the hairs down. So I'm gonna create her a new hairstyle. She will turn, even wat je draaien, to show you how her current hairstyle is now. And she can really slow turning, but she can also go fast. Dankjewel.
Hello friends on YouTube, got myself a new model. Now I start as always with protection. And I'm gonna make a lot of use of her skull shapes. On top the hair is not that long because it's broken up. I think somebody tried with very high braids to get it into the white colors. Always take your fingers and go over the paper because then you're close up for all the small hairs. Start by wetting the hair.
Instagram altijd Engels typen naar iedereen natuurlijk. Maar het praten is dan toch wat lastig omdat je dan nadenkt van, oh ja, hoe was het ook alweer?
Now when I watch her skull, because it's the first time I'm going to do her hair, she has a nice skull shape, so I have a lot of turning in, so I can use with the thin hair a lot of the volume of the skull to get more volume into the hairstyle. I'm gonna make a short side, so it will be asymmetrical, and I'm gonna use the longest side as long as possible. I do the cuts with the hot razor of Ergo, but then I'm certain that the hairs will be sealed for a long time and I have no damage on the ends. Set out the first line. Clip the hairs aside. Now I'm first gonna watch what I'm going to do. Free the ear on this side. So I start on the front. I don't have to do anything because the knife gently goes through the hairs. Then lift it over to the other side. And then I go into the fall of the skull. So take off as much of the old blonde colors as I can. So I'm certain that I have good hair to work with. Take it up, watch how the skull is, go in from above, follow the lines, and go into the fall of the skull. And work till they get on the half of the head. That's my first part where I'm going to. Get in the line beneath this. Still working in the lines of the skull line.
Nog niet gevonden.
Nee. What I told you, I go to the half of the skull, lay my fingers in the line of her skull lines, go down. In the center, I go with the flow. And I work out this line nicely and softly. Go back to the line in the center, take the hairs up, lay them to the side, watch over the skull lines and go into the flow. Knowing that it will be an asymmetrical line, I go up on the left side. Make myself a guide. And always work in the natural lines. So follow the flow of the hairs. Lay the hairs to the side. Go in with the tip of my clipper. But don't create a hard line on the contour. Clean the neckline of small hairs. Do the same, of course, on the other side. Now go back to the front. Wet hair again. Take some hair off the back on the line of cutting. Go in from above. And create a nice soft side bead. Have to be aware that the knife is hot, so I cannot come too near to the ears. So that I do with a scissor. Lay the hairs in a natural line. Go in from above. Pull the ear too down. Een beetje last van mijn armen van.
Zo lekker. Is lang niet gedaan.
Ja, dat is zeker fijn.
Nou, wij wandelen natuurlijk ook wel veel, wij hebben honden.
Ja,
En sowieso vind ik wandelen fijn.
wandelen is heerlijk.
Ik wil altijd hardlopen, maar ik heb iets met mijn knieën waardoor dat niet kan. Ik mag ook niet te veel trap lopen.
Free the upper hair. Lay it on the line of cutting. Watch what the upper hair does. So I take also lines of the center with it. See that I have an overlength on the other side. So take the hairs over the center. Take the fine part of my comb. Watch at the line. Go in. So I have also a guideline on the other side. Then go back to my line. And lay the hairs in the roundings of the skull again. Give a small effect on the hairs. Hairs back to the other side. Create some softness in the contour line. Take the hairs up like I did before. Get into that line. Take off the dry ends from above. Als je nou goed oplet, dan kan die er straks thuis ook. Hè? Now you can see a wonderful fall, and I get that nice rounding. What I told you, get the nice rounding. This will be small, this will be light, higher up, so give more volume, and also the curves to the lines. of the natural lines, so they will be stable. Go from the center, lay the hairs around, starting in the back, go a little bit over the center line, take the hairs on the line of cutting, go in and go into the rounding. So use the natural flows of the hairs. Here she has a little crown area. You have to be aware of that. Pull the hairs to the center line. Hold my fingers on the center line and go in. In the meantime, I watch to the front where my length is laying. Soften the lines. Here's the part that is broken off because the bleach was too heavy on her, so I have to use a very light bleach, but still want that platinum blonde effect. Wet the hairs again. Take the hairs up in the line of the chin line. Set up my hair aside. Take the fine part of my comb again, watch at the length of the front, go in and use the roundings of the skull. She has a really wonderful skull. And using the chin lines also into the line to the front. Gently go in, don't force anything. That's the nice thing of the hot tools, is that you don't have to force anything because they travel very lightly through the hairs without destroying anything. Take a new line on it. Be aware that her crown forced the hairs to the front, so I take that line a bit over the natural lines, then lay it on the back. So I use the rounding so you get an S shape. This way I'm certain I have a perfect shape. Take the hairs up, watch at the eyebrow bone and the eyebrow. That's the opposite line of the chin line. And give it that rounding that it needs to go to the back. So now I have certain that I have cross control over this line. I don't think this will totally fits, but then I create some softness in it. And I take off the dry ends. So I do the same as I did in the last part. Lay it on the natural roundings. Use the natural roundings. Stay aware of the crown area. Lift the hairs up. Take off only a small part, so I'm certain that I have the dry ends off. Just laying on the hairs and seal them. I hardly take off anything. So now I'm certain that all the lines are sealed. Take the fine part, once again, mind control of the line. And then I'll lay the hairs into the chin line. Nou, ik kom on top. Mooi hè? Nou, ik vind het schedel ook zo'n mooie vorm. is echt zo prachtig.
Ik zie zelf niks. Het zal wel.
Nee, dat ga ik niet kijken.
Het is ook expres, hè? Het zit in het midden, ik zie niks.
Nee, dat is helemaal goed. Nu helemaal net de tv-spiegels. Dat ga ik je voorstellen.
Take over the fontanelle. So bend to bit, so you see I start around here and on the fall of the skull take a line to the back. Take the hairs up. Here I only have the dry ends that have to come off. So with the tip of my hot knife I take off the dry ends. I need this length. I'm certain that I need it. As long as the hairs are wet, I never burn my fingers. Do this also in the cross control. So work to the crown area. Be aware that almost may come nothing off. And then go back to the line. I part it, take it over on the center line, using all the skull lines to create the perfect shapes. It's not so that you always have to connect the lines, but I really love it when the hair flows in lines that I want them. For those who want to see where I'm going, I take all the hairs from the front on the back, take them on the crown area, there's a laying here, then bend them, take off with my thumb the ends of the hairs. So I'm certain that I have the length from here to there, but certain that it also flows around to the head. Okay, almost done. Take the side up, control it once more. Also minor corrections, only the dry ends that has to come off. Now she has not the lightest hair, but also not the darkest. So I'm gonna make her bleach. And bleach will be not a hard bleach. She likes black and she likes light colors. She's still a bit black on the front, that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use some lighting in her hair and also create a shape. Also this front on the front I really love because it strongens her frame, so you can better see all the lines. Take the hair off the nose, she don't have that naturally. Het zou wel zijn als je die van jezelf had, hè? Haar op je neus. Kun je met de Eftelingen werken?
Ja.
Hattie de Heks.
Moet je hier blij mee wezen, denk ik.
Nee, kan altijd nog weer er blij mee wezen. Take my smallest Kiona clipper. Get rid of the facial hairs. It's not much, just a little bit. Shape the longer side. And the nice thing is that you now also can see her ears. She has beautiful ears. So now I can make her color. Start with making that. Okay, starting coloring. Into the line of coloring I put a protection system. So I parted the hairs where I think the lines should be. What I told you here is also a little bit black, rest over. So I leave that part till I get on front. So I can do something crazy with that. First set in the blonde. Because I use a protection system and I use only 3% peroxide as 10 volume, I can set in all the lines. afterward I use this to lay my foil on, and I lay the dark colors over that. Dark color I lay on aluminium foil. Every time lay a little bit cotton wick on the contour line. Also in the parts where the hair color can flow into each other, lay a little bit of that product. Now this I close up. Then I'm gonna wait till the lightest color is light enough. Tell you afterwards how long it took. Then we're back. Used on the hair is silver corrector, or toner corrector of Rover hair, delivered by Attitude. Takes out all the yellow colors. And then, of course, you can start blow drying. We left the bleach in for 50 minutes. Put it in the conditioner, of course, afterwards, and a toner conditioner. So now I can dry a hair. Take a medium brush.
Ik zag heel veel producten erin. Als ik volume heb, dan nog echt een halve
Ja,
laag.
klei hebben.
Ja?
Klei gebruiken. Shakers en dat soort producten. Dan krijg je veel mooier effect krijg je dan.
Maar qua styling kan ik er wel wat tips gebruiken in producten. Want die hadden
Ja,
echt
moet
nooit
je echt
gedaan.
klei gebruiken. Klei is fijn. Of een combinatie tussen klei en een wax. Dat werkt ook heel goed.
Dan zag je ook echt zo'n laagje, of ook niet eens zoveel gebruikt en zo dun haar. Hè?
Het mooie van dit kapsel is dat je door de vorm die het kapsel nu heeft, dat je echt een hele flinke bos haar hebt. Kun je opscheppen bij thuis. Ik heb het meeste haar.
Ja, want dat lange, dat is ook niet echt wat, want dat hangt altijd maar een beetje dun erbij.
Ja, dat is zwierig hè.
En daar kun je zo weinig mee. Dat is alleen van ja, we doen alweer een staart. Wat je haar ook wel leuk kapot maakt. Niet elastiekjes.
Ja, dat is niet zo heel goed die elastiekjes. Vooral als er ijzer in zit niet. For so far blow drying, putting two products together. This is a shaper and it's a wax. Create them all over my hands. This gives it a lot of structure, but also a hold. And because there's also wax in it, as long as I take it sliding through the hairs, the warmth of my fingers make it a bit wet look. That makes it also sexy.
Ik zie het alleen nog door het kleine schermpje, maar het is echt heel cool.
Heel cool, hè? On this I lay a soft hairspray. And the flex hairspray is just to hold it for about half hour, and then you can do anything with the hair. It stays in the same shape. Clean the contour line. Get rid of the small hairs. Take out the cape. I thank you for watching. I thank her for being my model. She will turn around to show you the end result, and we see each other next video. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome, love. Dankjewel.
Cynthia wants black and white colors, and she wants a total new hairstyle. She has a bit damaged hair on the top of her hair because all bleach broke the hairs down. So I'm gonna create her a new hairstyle. She will turn, even wat je draaien, to show you how her current hairstyle is now. And she can really slow turning, but she can also go fast. Dankjewel.